welcome to, focus on, clear and shield your energy field. So when we think about yoga in a modern context, we think about the physical body, right? How we move ourselves in physical postures to stretch the body and open certain things, right? We open our rib cage to make space for the lungs to expand. There's physiological benefits and physical benefits. And that's wonderful. But what sets yoga apart from just regular stretching is we incorporate the breath to be a bridge between the physical body and our subtle body. So what is our subtle body? It's harder to measure because not everyone can see it. There are ways to measure it. There's certain tools, measurement techniques that can measure energy, but we can't see it, right? We're not greeting another person by looking at their energy, usually. We're seeing their physical body, right? So that's what we're more familiar with. But if you look at yourself on a molecular level, there's a lot of activity. There's atoms, molecules coming together to form different organs, different cells, different systems. There's a nucleus with protons and neutrons and electrical currents, right? These electrons moving around that cause electrocurrents in our system. You have an electric body, if you didn't know. And so when all of these things are balanced and humming, your magnetic field that emits from those systems, from that system, is strong and vibrant and healthy. Just like the magnetic field of the earth, right? If you've ever heard of the poles and how they emit this magnetic field around the earth, you have the same thing. You are electromagnetic. So when we have things flowing, things kind of go better physically, emotionally, mentally, on all of your bodies, your physical body and on into all those subtle bodies, the emotional body, mental body, and energetic body. So just like any other system in the body, you want things moving. Stagnation is kind of an enemy to life, to proper functioning. We want the digestion moving healthfully. We want respiration moving. We want our circulatory system, right? And we want our electromagnetic field to be moving healthfully as well. We want those signals and messages to be moving at a pace that's balanced in a way that emits a healthy magnetic field. But we're not the only magnetic field on the earth, right? We're connected, and oftentimes we come across other magnetic fields. And sometimes we can take on energy that we didn't want to. We can take on something that's being emitted from an imbalanced field, somebody who's feeling depressed or overwhelmed. There's a lot of that, right? Stress. And we're all looking to manage that. But sometimes we're just overloaded and we're not managing it very well. So what we want to do is keep the energy body healthy so that when we face those moments, those instances where we're feeling other energy, or we might not even feel it, we're just kind of taking it on, it can affect our energy field. And just like a healthy organic garden can thrive if we have one pest that comes in because it's balanced overall, if we keep a healthy energy field, we can bounce back a little easier from challenges that it faces. So one of the things that we can do, as I said, is pranayama, the breath practice in yoga, helps to move energy throughout the body to eliminate stagnation or work against it so that energy can be free flowing through the body, our entire system, so that we're emitting a healthy frequency. So what we're going to do is do a breath practice that I love. I think it's really helpful. I usually say it's like flossing your central channel. It's called elevator breathing. And so we're going to do some of those, and then we're going to bring it into physical movement. So just to illustrate how we can bridge the breath movement into the subtler self. And this is a little excerpt from the full class we did this week. So if you're interested in that, check out the Patreon page. So first, we're going to start with the elevator breathing. And before we do that, I want to invite us into a little bit of movement because I don't think it's good to move cold. If you've been kind of sitting, listening for a little while, let's move the body a little bit. So let's just bring the fingertips to the shoulders and just gently find circles. So you want to align your attention. We don't want to just be moving, right? We want to be listening to how our body is feeling so that we move in a way that feels good, so we avoid injury, so that we really find yummy, nourishing movement. Your body will say, thank you. Oh, thank you for moving my body. And if you need to keep it smaller, do that. Roll the shoulders back, hug the shoulder blades towards each other, and then bring the elbows forwards and backwards. We're just opening up the shoulders again, just gently, mindfully stretching out our muscles, getting ready to move. And then lower the hands down. We're just going to gently open and close the legs. So we're warming up the thighs. We're warming up the hips rather. We're moving the thighs so we can open up and close the hips. You can even do like a little crab walk, circling the hips a little, stirring that femur or that thigh bone in your pelvic bone to get a little lubrication and get things moving more free flowing. Again, we don't want stagnation. So from here, we're going to just start with that breath technique. So roll the shoulders back, elbows in towards your sides, and bring your hands to heart center. We're in seated mountain, so shoulders over hips, legs straight out of hip sockets, knees over ankles, about hips width distance apart. Slightly tuck the chin, and just begin to deepen your breathing as you close your eyes or take a soft gaze toward the floor. So we'll start with just a regular breath or two, just to invite some free-flowing breaths through the body. And then I want you to imagine you have an elevator shaft running up the central channel of your body, all the way up to the top floor, which is at your crown, and then all the way down to your pelvic floor, which is at the basement. And we want to imagine that there's a cart or a basket riding this elevator that carries the breath. So the next time you inhale, I want you to inhale through your nose and imagine this light, this breath, this life force traveling up the energy to the top floor, the crown. And then as you exhale slowly through your mouth, allow the breath, to slide all the way down to the pelvic floor. And then again, inhaling through your nose up to the crown. And exhaling slowly through your mouth out through to the root chakra, the base of your perineum. So keep breathing this way, letting the elevator ride the breath up this super highway, flossing the central channel, just getting the breath flowing freely up and down the body, calming your nervous system. And just imagine what supports you. Feel the floor beneath you. So we're rooting into the earth as we go down. And as we rise up, we're liberating ourselves out of the earth to the heavens. So feel that extra support beyond your physical body going into the earth and going up into the cosmos. Both places of deep wisdom. If that's too much, you can just imagine the breath staying in the physical body, and that's fine as well. And when you're feeling ready, I'm going to invite you to blink open your eyes, and we're going to slowly move the arms around and up. So we're going to inhale the arms down, around, and up, palms swing to the sky, arms lift. And then as we exhale, imagine the breath coming down that elevator and coming into the heart. Imagine the breath continuing down, but the hands will stop at the heart. And then again, inhaling the elevator breath to the top. And then exhaling, hands come down. Breath continues down as the hands pause at heart. This is the place where we connect. Arms extend, offering our hearts to the world, connecting with each other. Let's do one more. Inhale the arms around and up. Exhale slowly through your mouth. Inviting that energy to come down through the central channel, and just pause. So that might be enough if you just need a moment to kind of center. Using that visualization and that breath can be really helpful. I use it several times a day. If you want to add some physical movement, bring your hands down, and we're going to come into seated warrior two. So again, maybe just a little movement in the legs. And you can either come into seated temple, which is knees over ankles, legs about a 90-degree angle, 45 from center, both legs. You can stay here or extend the right leg. Right? So we're going to keep it just gentle. We didn't do a lot of warm-ups for the hips, so just keep it gentle. Find whatever foundation feels good. Here is totally fine. Pressing into your foundation, you're going to elevate your breath, yourself, to get taller. So the energy body is lifting the physical body. And then exhale, soften the shoulder blades down the back and soften the tailbone down into the earth. Bring your hands to your heart. And we're going to open the arms out to the side. So slide the chin in and look to the left. Arms are extending in warrior two. So take an elevator breath. In this, your physical body is not moving per se, but the energy is moving within. So there's subtle movement here. So elevator breath, again, softening where you are. We want strength and ease. And then from here, we're going to flip the palms to the sky, inhale the arms up, looking forward, and exhale, gather that energy, pausing at heart, and continue on the exhale with the arms back out to warrior two. Right? So that's our flow. Let's do that a couple times, whatever foundation my body wants to be here. So inhale, flip the palms, lifting up. Exhale, draw into the heart, pause and out. One more time, inhale, lifting. Exhale, energy is being drawn in, invited in, and then out through your arms. What are you sharing with the world? What wants to come through you? And only you. Inhale the arms, face forward, exhale, hands to heart, come out. Pause in warrior two. Gaze is toward the nail bed of the middle finger, bringing laser focus. Take another elevator breath, soften where you can on the exhale. Inhale, get a little taller, and then exhale, float the hands down and look forward. If the leg is extended, you're going to bring it in. We'll just do a cat-cow in between sides, extension, flexion. So inhale, hug the shoulders, open the chest. Use that elevator breath. Exhale, round, navel to spine, chin to chest. Inhale, come back to a neutral spine. And exhale, soften. If the right leg is extended, feel free to extend the left. Again, find whatever foundation feels good to your body today. Again, and we didn't do too much warm-up, so see what feels okay. Press into your foundation. You're going to elevator breath your way to sit a little taller. And exhale, soften the shoulder blades, soften the tailbone, slight tuck of the chin, slide it in so you're aligned, and bring your gaze to the right as you extend your arms into warrior two. Again, your gaze is towards the nail bed of that middle finger, bringing yourself into focus. What wants to move through you to be shared with the world, right? We're going to flip the palms, inhale, look up, arms rise, and then exhale, gathering that energy down to the top of the head, pausing at the heart, and then reach the arms out. Again, flip the palms, lift the arms, inhale, look forward, exhale, pause at your heart, and then on out. One more time, lift the palms, lift the gaze, maybe look up if that's comfortable for your neck, and then exhale, pause at the heart, and then shoo, out into the world. Pause here and take a nice elevator breath, softening where you might be clenching. Inhale, get a little taller, and then exhale, float the hands down, and gaze comes back forward. If the left leg is extended, bring it in. And we're going to come back to center. Let's do one more breath. So hands start at your heart, and we're going to inhale the arms up. Again, look up if it's comfortable, if not, forward. And then exhale, bring that elevator breath. All that energy down through the central channel. Continue the energy down through the root chakra, the base of the perineum. And just take a moment to come into your natural breathing rhythm and notice. Do you feel different? If you're sensitive to energy, do you feel a little more luminescent? Or do you feel the energy is floating? Maybe you have visualizations within of colors just kind of coming into balance. Maybe you just have the intention of, ooh, I just did something nice for myself. Whatever it is, just be aware of sensations, the quality of your breath, the state of your mind. And when you're ready, blink open your eyes if you've closed them and lower your hands. So this is something you can come back to. If you don't want to listen to the intro part in the beginning, you can come right back to just the breath practice and maybe the movement, or even just that breath practice is something that you can come to several times a day. Now you understand why it's a really good thing to do. Just like you brush your teeth every day, you wash your body every day, it's important to tend to your energy body, because if things creep in and we let them build up, it can affect our state of mind. It can affect how we show up in the world and how challenges affect us. So I hope you found this helpful. I'd love to hear if you're using it to any effect. So leave comments in below. Give me a like if you want to see more. Let me know. And thanks for watching. Here is to you clearing and shielding your energy field.